Hey, welcome back to another video. Today we're back on HOI4, the New World Order, a HOI4 mod which simulates what would have happened if Germany had won World War II. Now just before I get into this video, I want to remind everyone that only 9% of my viewers are actually subscribed, so if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing and enjoy the video. Today we're going to be playing a brighter country, and by brighter I mean Nazi Germany. Look, anything is better than Tabaritsky at this point. So, in this timeline, Germany won World War II, and we've got Mr. Hitler here as our national leader. But not for long. Hitler's health is slowly declining, and we have to choose a person to take over Hitler once he dies. Number 1, we've got Martin Bormann, which is basically a continuation of the current situation of the German Reich. He's kinda a conservative and frankly a little bit of a boring person to choose. And the second person we can choose is Albert Speer, which is kind of a reformer, and what he can do is that he can maybe reform the German Reich and make it more democratic. And the third choice is Heydrich. There isn't really much to say about Heydrich. He just nukes everything. That's all. And the fourth choice we've got Hermann Göring. And what you do as Göring is, to put it quite simply, take over the entire world. Now, I don't know about you, but one of them definitely sounds more fun than the other. So yes, today we're going to be playing as Hermann Göring. So we can do the man on the moon. So in this timeline, Germany has also won the space war and landed first on the moon. So we get some pretty decent buffs. And oh no, assassin strikes at the Führer. I sure wonder who did that. Maybe you would be able to answer me, Himmler. And now we have the choice between 4 different people we can choose. And we're going to choose the militarist, Hermann Göring. As you can see here from the power struggle, Hitler's health is slowly decreasing, and as you can see, he is currently in poor health. And we as Hermann Göring need to increase our influence, and we have some decisions here that we can make which can increase our influence, and using the influence we can build some stuff which will benefit us in the German Civil War. And here we've got the Führer Museum. Fuck. I don't know why I find that so funny, but I just do. And Hitler has fallen into a coma. Looks like his death is coming soon. And Hitler has just died. He lies catatonic on his deathbed, alone except for his physicians seated outside. Outside the room lie 100 million souls in terrible waiting, yet his consciousness is an empty bliss beyond this world. His life flashes by him in reverse. He recalls her funeral, how his heart broke, and only his reference to his motherland remained. The Cathedral of Lights during the victory parade after the war. The long conquest against Judeo-Bolshevism he mercilessly fought. The world's powers in awe of Germany at the Olympic Games, his struggle to break the old order with blood and steel, the house of his parents when he first dreamed to end all dreams. This dream ends with one final shot of morphine. Eva? There are no sounds for a while, except for the faint susurrating of oak leaves and the chirping of barn swallows. The news of Adolf Hitler's passing came after 1 hour of peace. There will never be silence for the children of Germania. Farewell, mein Führer. And this event shows that although Göring was legally named the successor of Germany, people at the parliament refused to recognize it, and a German civil war is about to start. And this event shows that troops are slowly moving to their side of the country, and Heydrich rises up. Speerians rise up. More areas have also been demilitarized. Göring rises up. And finally, Bormann breaks away. The civil war of Germany begins. There will be blood. And so it begins, the German Civil War. Alright, let's get going. And I think my tactic will be just rush down Speer, because I don't think he has a lot of troops now. And Essen has been captured, but Speer does have troops in Frankfurt. And we are crushing Heydrich in this. They simply don't have enough troops to defend us. Oh, and Speer has just capitulated. We got really lucky there. And Bormann's lines are looking quite thin right now, so I think we are prepared for the one final push to retake Germany. Look at these juicy encirclements. And Munich has been recaptured. Is Bormann on his last legs? Ooh, that's a thick encirclement. And Mr. Bormann has surrendered. Now Heydrich left to go. And now Heydrich has also surrendered. And I think that's the end of the German Civil War. Yep, Germania surrenders to Göring. A toast to our power. Göring is victorious. And finally, the fatherland will be restored. So now to consolidate our power, we will do the Great Purge. And now, martial law. You know, aside from trying to conquer the whole world, Göring is a little bit of a dick. And now what we're going to do is we're going to kill the bankers, kill the traitors, and lock up the students. You know, just the normal Nazi thing. And we can do the 5-year industrial plan. And basically the goal of the 5-year industrial plan is to get rid of this national spirit, which is Germany in ruins, which is pretty bad. But in the process of removing that national spirit, basically what we do is we screw up our national debt, we screw up our GDP growth, and basically we screw up our entire economy. So yeah, Göring is not a good economist. And England has requested to join the Unity Pact. That is interesting. I don't know how that's going to affect the War Plan A thing, but yeah, we're going to let them in. And now that we've gotten rid of Germany and ruins, we can now do War Plan 0. The reclamation begins. Gentlemen, begins the field marshal, rousing the crowd from their ruminations. The Reich still stands, but our empire has fallen apart. Without the resources and the manpower provided by the former Reich Commissariat, our war machine will never be able to recover in full. If we want to reclaim our right as Aryan masters of the world, then we need to strike now. The theater applauds small speech, immediately followed by the rest of the Oberkommando. It should be immediately evident to all of you now how our most immediate targets should be these, he says, pointing his fingers at several highlighted nations. Denmark, Holland, Bohemia, Austria, Poland, and Slovakia. These nations were the most closely integrated within the Reich and are still reeling from the chaos of the rebellions. Some of them might yet be saved, but most will fight. If so, gentlemen, we'll give them what we want. For Germany, he finishes, and everyone cheers with him. For Germany.